Hi everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom for this upcoming week of March 16th through March 22nd, 2025. My name is Claire Candy Huff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon International bestseller, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. I'd like to thank everyone who has liked and shared, subscribed to my Claire Candy Huff YouTube channel, and if you become a subscriber, it's absolutely free, and you will receive notification when I upload new videos. To find out more about my wonderful services through my business, Angel Healing House, please go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com, and that number is 831-277-3716, and that's Eastern Standard Time here in the States. Now, today, my angelic family and we are called the Posse of Angels. We are celebrating because it is our 200th episode of Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom. And throughout this past 199 episodes, we've received such lovely feedback from our beautiful community. Like this comment, your messages are always of the highest vibration and frequency. I am so grateful for your weekly messages. To celebrate even further, I'd like to announce only for today, March 15th, 2025, a 24-hour, one-day sale on my Angel Tarot readings with myself and the Posse of Angels. They are only $120, but they must be booked and paid for today, March 15th, 2025. So I'm doing this video in the morning, so you do still have plenty of time to call me at Angel Healing House. That number is 831-277-3716 Eastern Standard Time. I've left all my contact details in the description box down below for you to take advantage of those Angel Tarot readings. So I'd love to bring forth the channeled messages from the Posse of Angels and their wonderful sense of humor and their clear and concise and no-nonsense messages that help people gain great clarity and direction for their lives. So I want to also thank all of the people who have made generous donations for my free content that I post every week. If you would like to donate, I have left my PayPal link. Where? In the description box down below, again with all of my contact details. Now, here on Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom, we do pull tarot and oracle cards, but we always look first. Where? Into the astrological heavens to see what planetary and celestial energies will be affecting us and are affecting us right this very moment. And what an incredible energy we are under with this Virgo blood moon lunar eclipse. And this is a time when fated endings arrive and our next path of purpose or service rises from the ashes. While eclipses, yes, they eclipse things out of our lives, dishonoring relationships, jobs, all of those things that are outdated and do not resonate with us anymore. They bring eclipses bring culminations and endings. They can also bring things into our lives like breakthroughs, new opportunities, and offers. It will bring in a transformative change for many, and not just any change, as it's opening the doorway to our deep, karmic, destined fate. Now, this one is a South Node eclipse, signifying it's more outcome-oriented bringing completions that have been a long time coming. And when I say a long time coming, it could even been decades for many. Now, during an eclipse, the Earth's shadow passing over the moon symbolizes a time of shedding emotional baggage and letting go of what no longer serves us. The duality of light and shadow represents finding balance in our life and reconciling opposites. There is profoundly deep healing, as this eclipse will help us release the weight of those outdated cycles, those outdated perceptions and outdated beliefs that have kept us tethered, limited, and bound to the old version of ourselves. And here come my posse of angels, my angelic family. They're asking if we have noticed anything that's happened within our biological families. Their reason for asking this is that this eclipse will bring in for many healing of our family tree. Now, many of us took on being the black sheep of the family. Actually, many of us thought that we were adopted because we were just so vastly different. We did this. We contracted to be in these families so that we could break family patterns. And we had to create very strong boundaries to be able to do this. Many in the collective have now cleansed this with their awakened, evolved consciousness and personal healing journeys that they have been on. This eclipse season is bringing us back to 0 point, and we're being recalibrated out of that mission with our biological families to liberate us from our next mission of service. And I don't know about you, but that really excites me. This Virgo eclipse in Pisces season is fueling and it's igniting our creative potential to finally turn our obstacles and our blockages that we may have experienced, to turn them into wisdom, and our challenges and our adversities into true mastery. Now, in this way, it's helping many to not just clear and cleanse their lives, but transmute the illusions of limitations into significant outcomes that aid them to step into their true potential. The posse of angels is wishing everyone today a happy, happy, happy Mercury retrograde. And because it happens right after the eclipse, this one is huge. This Mercury retrograde is, it'll seem different from many of our former Mercury retrogrades, as we have now fiery, determined, forward-moving energies of the planet Mars, which got out of its 5-month retrograde and stationed direct on February 23rd. So here we are, mid-March. It's had about 3 weeks to gain some momentum and move forward. Now, on the heels of Mars forward energies, do be prepared during a Mercury retrograde for people and events and offers that were presented in the past to return to us once again. There we go. To return to us once again for our reconsideration. All those words like re-edit and review and reconsideration. The posse of angels is saying that for some people, it may be a case. When it rains, it pours. As many things flow in and return in our lives at the same time. And this is because we've made space within ourselves. And the eclipse has and will eclipse things out of our lives, making space for those new things to come in, or those things that were presented to us before to now be re-presented to us. Many in the collective could find that this eclipse brings them alliances of the highest frequencies, and they may be presented with even contracts to sign. But be very careful at this time if you are signing and accepting new contracts. If at all If they can be postponed, it's better to sign them after the 6th of April, when Mercury starts to station direct. If not, make sure that all those I's are dotted and all those T's are crossed, and do get perhaps a second or even a third pair of eyes to scrutinize legal documents. Coming up in a few days' time, we have an exceedingly important day on March the 17th, when the Sun, our very life force, conjuncts the North Node, the node of our destiny and our karma. The Sun-North Node conjunction is that once-a-year opportunity to connect with ourselves and our divine purpose. Now, the posse of angels, here they come. They're deeming it a really, really important day, because what could be more significant than our individual soul's highest yearning to serve in this incarnation? This conjunction is the universe's way of giving us a yearly chance to get closer to discovering what that way of being of service truly is for us. And I love this quote. The two most important days of your life are the day you're born and the day you find out why. And now, the posse of angels are playing trumpets. Okay, they're showing me a marching band and balloons and streamers. Oh, there's some fireworks. They're applauding and they're going whoop, whoop, whoop. This is their way of heralding in the new year on March 20th, when the Sun bids a fond farewell to Pisces and it enters the first sign of the zodiac, Aries. So happy new zodiacal or astrological year, everyone. Now, I've mentioned previously, I believe that Aries season is when the true new year begins, as it brings with it a surge of freshness, of rebirth, blossoming, and a feeling of limitless potential. You know, it really is no coincidence that there are many holidays like Passover and Easter signifying rebirth and a fresh new start. Aries is truly the time to push the reset button, a feeling of renewed optimism, inspiration, and a new spring in our step as we become excited about new beginnings. Contributing to this newness on that same day, we have the spring equinox. And the reason I'm laughing is because now the posse of angels is showing me baby chicks, and they've broken through their eggs and they're wearing the top of the shell as a hat. And the cutest baby bunnies are hopping amongst the chicks. This equinox will be very different from previous ones because of how much the collective has evolved. It will not only be a time when everything resets, but many will literally be launched onto their new, fresh paths of service. No wonder the posse of angels brought out the marching band and the fireworks as the combination of the retrograde, the start of Aries season, the eclipses, and the spring equinox. It will be bringing in major planetary shifts for individuals and also the collective. Fiery Aries will be renewing our instinct to take action on new projects. Its boldness encourages us to passionately and courageously step forward with determination and confidence. If there is one characteristic of Aries the ram, it is that they embolden us to have a fearless drive. In warring times, this might have been the area we needed to physically conquer others. But in times of peace, it aids us in conquering new horizons to move forward. After a long time, many may finally feel that their hesitation and their trepidations to step into the unknown has dissolved. And all that's left is this new version of ourselves that is on fire to create our new, more resonant lives with who we are now. This newfound return of our spark within is self-motivating, as we do not wait for permission from anyone or anything to fearlessly create our dreams. And I went to my Sacred Hags Oracle, and there's the deck. I like to show the deck. Danielle Delsky. Beautiful cards. And try as I may, I couldn't get a hag to come out. Maybe they were away doing ceremony or doing ritual, but this card came out first. And it's the Wild Hunt, and it's number 42, which is a 6, which is a card of harmony and balance and joy. 6s balance things out, equilibrium, some would even say justice, after the rocky road and the challenges and changes of the number 5. Well, this Wild Hunt, its message is activation. And I'm not surprised, as we are in those energies of Mars having station direct. The posse of angels is saying, begin now. Take inspired action. You know, last week, it was only about 3 days ago, I had not intended to have a sale on my angel tarot readings. And then I noticed that this is the 200th Walk-in Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom. And I said, gee, I feel like celebrating. And I said, I'm going to offer a sale, a one-day sale on March 15th. And I just got goosebumps and shivers all over. And I just sent that out to all my nearest and dearest all over the place, and so many people have responded. Oh, I was looking for that, or I was thinking about getting a reading, and then your thing popped up, and I love your YouTubes, and on and on and on. So take inspired action. This is about activation. When I asked them what to begin, the posse of angels literally said, anything and everything, as long as you're not pushing, as long as you are excited about it. They're reminding us that many of us are no longer in the lower dimensions when our speed of manifestation was much slower. With our raised consciousness, with our higher frequency, vibrations, many now have the capacity energetically to purposely and consciously create their own reality. Well, the thing that is stopping many from moving forward is that they are so busy looking at all the doors that have closed on their previous lives and worrying about the future that they stop themselves long enough to focus on their renewed ability to create miracles with spirit. For instance, for years, I had a small chip in my front tooth. And I kept saying, oh, one day I'll get around to fixing it, knowing that we have entered a time of activation. I thanked the posse of angels. I thanked them in advance for arranging the fixing of my front tooth. I didn't say how, and I didn't say when. Well, I recently had to have a crown put on one of my other teeth. Not a very pleasant procedure, nor is it inexpensive. So when the dentist had finished putting in the crown, he said, you know, I had a chip in my front tooth, and it's a very easy fix. Would you be interested? Now, having just spent a fortune to fix my other tooth, I said, yeah, maybe in the future, as I just spent a lot of money on my crown. He then paused and said, you know, it's usually about $250, but I'll offer it to you for $50. I gasped as I received shivers up and down my body and knew immediately that Spirit had placed the offer in his heart. I grabbed his hand with tears in my eyes and said, thank you. I will open to receive that. This kind of miracle is on offer, not just for some, but for all of us. Many of us are living in rarefied, never before experienced energies. And because of this, we're drawing to ourselves signs, messages, omens to fulfill our heart's desires. The posse of angels is showing each of us with a pen and a blank journal. And it's our excited, passionate thoughts, words, and actions, inspired actions that are creating the events that will be written into our new journals. Are you going to allow yourself to be gifted with the answers that you seek? The way to do this is to activate your gratitude, activate your appreciation by taking inspired action to your dreams and thanking Spirit for showing you the best way to achieve what you desire with ease and with grace. So that's number 42. The next card that came out for us was this one. Just the opposite. That's 42. This is 24. Seasons of Orphaned Dreams. Now the posse of angels directed me to this card because it's the card of harvest. This eclipse season is sealing the deal for many in the collective to finally experience the ending of previous challenges. Whoop, whoop! That sounds good to me. And difficult karmic cycles. And the posse of angels is sharing that we can be struck down by our resistance to change and stunned by our losses, our loss of careers, loss of health, loss of finances, loss of our loved ones. Or we can choose to honor what is leaving or has left. One of the things that helps us is to offer thanks for the lessons that our hardship and our adversity has taught us, for lessons in being humbled, being tolerant, being patient, and having compassion and forgiveness, especially for ourselves. These are not easy lessons to learn. They are reminding us that grief as well as gratitude are both available to choose in our hearts. Much of the collective is exhaling now in order to breathe in new, fresh beginnings. Many of us have emptied fully in order to prepare space to now be ready to be filled up again. The posse of angels is sharing that many of our dreams were orphaned because they were a compromise as we stopped ourselves from asking Spirit what we truly, truly wanted. Now is the season of dreaming new, bigger, more aligned dreams with our true desires. And with this being the card of harvest, opening to work with Spirit to receive that harvest. And the posse of angels also said that I should go to this deck, which I haven't used in a while, Wisdom of the Oracle. And two cards came out. Very interesting cards. This one was the first card that came out, was number 1. Number 1, new beginnings. Number 1 is also the card of leadership. Yang, which is a card of fiery activation. It is inspired action. Action, action, determined action. It confirms the first card we got, which is activation. Yang represents the power of that action, the energies needed to propel us into forward motion, manifesting our desires into concrete physical form. Their advice, as they show me a vision of the world card, is to proceed confidently as the world is your oyster now. It's a sign that obstacles have been overcome. Now, number 1 is a card of empowerment. They're saying projects, partnerships are all in the go-ahead phase. Abundance is there for many to claim, and the card Yang tells us that now we will have the energy, or getting back our mojo, to pursue our dreams and goals. And funnily enough, the card that came out next is yin. Yin and yang. Number 1 and number 2. Yin is the card of receptivity, the art of allowing ourselves consciously to be able to receive. With yang being our first card, this one, the blue one. There we go. With yang being our first card that came out, it is a time of forward momentum, and the yin card is confirming that the best avenue is to pursue our goals, is to go with the flow, so that we are in that receiving mode to receive those signs, those omens, and those messages on how to take inspired action and to move forward. Now, this is being in a state that allows connections and events and situations to flow easily. With so many of us being in the higher energetic realms, we are now resonating with the energies of miracles to appear effortlessly. With the number 1 and the number 2 appearing, and with the eclipse energy swirling all around us, we are being affected by the duality of light and shadow, representing finding balance in our lives of our physical forms and our minds with our etheric energies of spirit. You know, with this eclipse season karmically balancing our lives, the cards number 42 and 24, and then the yin and yang cards, excuse me, demonstrate that we are indeed in a time when what we have done in the past will now be balanced out with what will be offered to us on this new journey of ours. So that really, really does excite me. Let's finish off today with our pen just dropped, divine doors, and see what comes out for us. Okay. All right, let's see. Turn them the right way. Give each one the same fighting chance. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Open up some divine doors for us. That one just came barreling out. Yes, it's a time where we're feeling as if we are just getting back our enthusiasm, our passion. Do remember that eclipses, we start to feel them 2 weeks before, and we can feel them up to about 2 weeks after. They really are very powerful for getting things to get out of our lives that are no longer honoring, respectful, or in resonance with who we have become. And then that creates the space for the new to be eclipsed into our lives, those breakthroughs, those opportunities, and those openings. Okay. Ooh, I was going to say one more, and here we go. The first card. When I said one more, this card came in, and it's trust the universe. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe is at play. Okay, so really, it's not a time. Trust the universe. It's not a time to figure things out, to figure how this is going to happen. Just like my tooth. You know, I said I put it in the back burner. I said, one day I'll get around to it. Just spent a fortune on my crown, and I thought, it's not going to happen in any time soon. And then he just offered that $200, and I said, yes, I will go for that. So that's these energies that we're stepping into as we go through this eclipse. And it's just like it's the parting of the Red Seas for us. It's a new journey, and this card shows the confirmation of that. It's the Odyssey. Take in the beauty of country lands and botany. Explore the wonder like a gypsy traveler's odyssey. If you can, stay in the energies of wonder and enchantment, and like a child, always looking for the magic. Uh, don't take things so seriously. Find those reasons to enhance your joy. This is the energy that works so extraordinarily with manifestation and staying in those frequencies, those higher frequencies, to be able to create our realities just the way we want them without putting focus on our expectations and our attachments. This is our secret power, which is our inner power. By your own command, you brought yourself here at this moment in life. You have nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. You know, you're always where you're meant to be. This is exactly wherever you are is perfect for your new journey to start. Never think that you're not where you're meant to be. Our last card is this one. I don't think we've seen this one for a while. And it's a note on love. Seek different seasons. Well, we're entering here in the northern hemisphere into spring, and the spring equinox is coming up. And of course, in the southern hemisphere, where I have so many lovely clients and family in Australia, they're going into autumn, winter. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation, and goal, blessed is the body, mind, and soul. So go with those seasons. Go with feeling that fresh, new energy coming in to ignite your passion. And if you feel like taking inspired action towards something, like I thought to myself, I feel like celebrating, and I'm going to put on a one-day sale discounting my my angel readings only to $120 on today, March 15th, 2025. And what's come back is like kaboom! All these people are booking, and a lot of these people I haven't heard from my Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio days. I haven't heard from views from my balcony when I had a series that I did when I lived in Santa Monica, California. And it's perfect for a Mercury retrograde because they're people from the past come back into our lives, and it's so wonderful to reconnect with them. So if you would like to take advantage of this one-day sales event celebration for my 200th Walking Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom, please do give me a call at Angel Healing House. That number is 831-277-3716 Eastern Standard Time. All those contact details are in the description box down below, and I'd love to hear from you and set you up with an appointment and for our time together with the posse of angels and to bring in those messages. So go out, everybody, and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. I'm wishing you love, and as always, angel blessings. And I look so forward to speaking with you again next weekend. Take care, everyone. Bye.